Good afternoon. We're here to discuss the test results that we've gotten back on Blake. Blake is now the 16-year-old white male that's in the 9th grade. At the time of this formal evaluation, he was 13 years of age at the time. The tests that he was given were the Reynolds Intellectual Assessment Scales, the RIAS. He was given the Woodcock-Johnson Test of Achievement 3rd Edition, Normative Update, the WJ3NU, and he was given the Adaptive Behavior. And we had classroom-based assessments and classroom observations also to go off of. The first test that he was given, the RIAS, this test, the intellectual cognitive side of Blake. Blake's verbal IQ come out to be a 91. This put him at the average, in the average range for his age at the time. His nonverbal IQ was in the low average. It was an 81. He was in the 10th percentile for that one. And his full scale IQ was at 84, which is a low average, and it was in the 14th percentile rank. His memory was a 57, which is the deficit area, and this is where our placement's coming from, because it was such a big change in his IQ to the working memory. The Woodcock-Johnson test that was given tests his achievement. And this is going to show his different mathematical and reading skills. His total reading was a 16, which put him at a kindergarten 8th month level. And so at the time of this test, Blake is in the 6th grade. So he's behind in that. In the math, he was a 46, and he's on the 2nd grade 1 month ranking. And his writing was a 7, and he scored in the kindergarten 9-month range. He is more capable of completing mathematical skills. There was less of a deficit in that area. He's much more comfortable with numbers than he was with reading and writing. Blake's adaptive behavior scores show us that he's in the average range for his conceptual domain, which is his communication and functioning academics. He communicates well with his peers and his teachers. His social, leisure, and self-direction, his social domain, he scored average. He scored a 102. He gets along well with others and doesn't have a problem communicating. Blake's home living skills, his self-care, his community use, health and safety, he scored in the average range for that as well. With all these scores compiled together, we have gathered that Blake is still struggling and still needs to be in special education. He still needs to receive services in math, reading, and writing. All of his core subjects will be done in the special education classroom, and he will still get to go out for his non-core subjects such as basketball, because that's where his social life comes from, that he gets along so well with others. Blake is in here the majority of the day, and he receives work with his peers that are more on his level and in small group and one-on-one, so he doesn't fall further behind. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to text or call me. My number is always available. Thank you.